back right here live with no other than Ryan Johnson, Mr. RJ, Mr. Polo, right here in the Inland Empire, y'all. And hey, man, thanks for having me out here, man. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Thank you. I
sure,
appreciate
man.
it.
Nah,
appreciate it.
Man, you know, you're one of those guys I really like, admire and honor and look up to, man. So this is the reason why I want to do this with you, because I'm pulling up on people with value. I feel like you have a lot to offer people in general, but especially our community.
Yes.
Because you talk finance.
Yes.
You know, you talk
Yes.
about family. You really
Yes.
believe in these kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I feel like it's not talked about enough. And like, you're just a representation of that. So whenever we have conversations, I soak it in, but I can't deliver it the same way because it's not my story.
Okay.
Which is why I wanted to bring you on here so you can tell your story yourself from the man coming direct from the horse's mouth, Mr. RJ. What is it that you are most known for, and what are you most proud of as far as like the work that you do right now in 2021?
Well, my focus is to teach the younger generation.
There we go.
That's my focus when it comes to my children, when it comes to the families that are around me, and speaking to those younger people. I remember when I was that age.
Okay.
My father passed when I was 18.
Oof.
And I literally went to the church asking for guidance and mentorship. I stopped going to church because there was lack thereof leadership for the younger community. And I literally asked for help, and I felt like because I didn't put enough in the offering plate, they just said a prayer, gave me a pamphlet, and sent me on my way. I went to the nightclubs, and the OGs at the nightclubs were like, come on, young brother, let's teach you some things.
That's how it happens.
Some of the things that my father was teaching me, but he perished early, they continue to plant those seeds in me. So now here we are, 27 years later. I'm at a multi-million-dollar establishment. We just brought out the multi-million-dollar platinum, Grammy Award winning, discovered when she was a teenager, signed to Murder Inc. She done tracks with Fat Joe, Ja Rule.
Wow.
We was able to bring out the queen of hip hop and R&B, Ashanti.
And
She came through last Friday night, and we literally sold that entire spot out.
I wish I was there, man. I really missed out.
You know,
this is a couple days ago,
listen,
man.
you didn't miss out. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
why.
Because I had your brand on. You were in the building.
Hey, I appreciate that too.
And I got some cold pictures
Yeah.
with your attire on, and I make sure I promote your brand, man.
Hey, I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me, man.
Because I feel as though it's important for us to support our own, instead of going to buy these big designer brands. We have our own designer brands, so I promote it.
I appreciate it.
And everybody around the world is seeing it now.
Oh yeah, man.
Because we got those fabulous shots with Mrs. Shanti.
Oh yeah, man.
And I have more artists to come very, very soon.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be pulling up. You're gonna be back in the club, man.
You know what? And you know what? There's brothers like you.
But now I'm back.
There's brothers like you and sisters on your vibe that I don't expect to come out every week. But when you do, I make sure you have an experience.
Oh man,
right?
It's always that.
And it's my events are meant for people that don't go out all the time. So it'll be memorable. So the next time you come, you already know you're not coming to you're not coming to a backyard boogie.
Right.
You're coming to somewhere where you feel like you're in Hollywood or Vegas or Miami. Right here in the Inland Empire.
Man, and you are like one of the few that really do that. RJ, you've been around for at least 2 decades.
More than that. Yeah.
More than that.
Yeah.
And there's not too many people out here that has had that kind of success. Why do you feel like you are able to stand the test of time when others just kind of fell to the wayside and collapsed? I mean, the IE is a tough market, man. It's not like it's LA, but you have people that actually come from LA to your events. Like what's the secret sauce, man? I don't know if you want to give up all the gems, but you know,
that's fine.
Yeah, touch on that a little bit.
Well, first thing I do is I pray.
Okay.
And I check my vibe, and I put my feet in the ground and look to the sky, and I just ask God for guidance.
Right.
And as long as He gives me the okay, it's on. And I literally prayed for this. Well, I actually prayed for direction. I was in Vegas, I forget what hotel I was in. I think my wife was on the computer. I was in a bubble bath. I was sitting back smoking a cigar.
What year we talking? What year we talking?
This is just this year.
Oh, this is COVID.
Yeah, this is during COVID. I was like, God, what's my direction? What am I supposed to be doing? And then after I finished speaking to God, I got a phone call about the Mixed Champagne Lounge.
Wow.
That's exactly
how it happened.
Prayer works. Prayer works.
Really works, man.
That's why.
Jay-Z even said that. 444. Prayer really works.
It works,
Yeah.
and it's really about this focus and putting action behind your prayers. You can't say, God, give me $1 million, and go lay down.
Yeah.
Nah.
Right.
Nah, he gonna come. He gonna come, and he'll all of a sudden you're gonna get something in your hand. You're gonna read it, and it's gonna give you the blueprint.
Right.
And it's up to you to put the dots together and go get it. You know what I mean? So literally, I prayed for it. I got a phone call, said, hey, your name just came up in the conversation. Do you want to take this opportunity? And I said, you know what, let me check with my wife first because she's my partner.
And that's what I wanted to get into right when you finish. I'm going to let you finish, but
And
that's
then-
very important.
And after that, she was like, baby, I trust you, do your thing.
Right.
So I went ahead and made a plan, put it into action, and got with the owners and told them what my plan was. And they said, well, let's run it. And next thing you know, we had to turn away about 300 people the first night.
Good problems.
Yeah, everything was sold out.
They call it rich people problems.
Right. That's one of the things I say in the club. I tell the ladies,
Yeah.
I say, you got pretty girl problems.
Yeah.
You know?
We all got problems, man.
Right.
Some better than others, man.
Right,
So you're one of those
right.
with those good problems, man.
Right.
You touched on something important, man. You talked about checking in with your wife.
Yeah.
A lot of people that are married, not many of us are, unfortunately, divorce is at an all-time high, especially in our community.
Yeah.
We don't really promote black family in a positive light. You know, it's real fabricated when it is promoted on social media, but you really live this.
Yeah.
Like, you really lift your wife up everywhere you go. And I know she don't come out all the time, but when she does, you make sure you represent her the right way.
Absolutely.
You've always been a man of integrity and honor. Like, where did that come from? Being that your dad had passed at such a young age. So you didn't have the guidance from your dad. You were being raised by the players in the club.
Oh, yeah.
But these guys weren't married, so where'd you get this from?
All right, well,
They players.
it came from my father and my mother and father, watching how my father courted my mother.
Oh, okay.
He always was a protector. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying?
Okay, so
he was a
left those
protector, and he always made sure that it was about the family.
Right.
He always told me he had one friend,
Right.
and he said, son, he ain't my friend. He just somebody who come around and we could talk,
Ooh.
man talk.
Wow.
You know, so I don't have too many men around my wife, and I believe that, you know, my circle is very, very small.
That's the key.
But it's all about once you become man and wife, you're one. So I make sure I check with her just like I check with myself.
Right.
And
That's
if she
what's
asks of something of me, it's just as if I'm speaking to myself.
Right.
You
Man.
know, and I prayed for her. I literally prayed for her. When I was out here in the streets, I was, you know, I did not want a committed relationship, although I really yearned it because that's what I grew up on. That was the ethics I grew up under.
Right.
But I had children out of wedlock.
Right.
And I did not want to put a woman in that circumstance paying the amount of child support I was paying. I didn't want to put that on any woman. Although some women were like, sure, I'll go ahead and battle out with you. Nah, no, not at all. I didn't want to do that.
So you were kind of looking out for them.
Yes.
In your mind.
Yes.
So you didn't want to be committed because you were committed to your kids.
Right.
And protecting them and not wanting to put a woman through that.
Right. So once my children were coming of the age of that adulthood, that's when God actually tapped on my door and said, son, it's time. So I started talking to him more, having my private conversations. And he was like, all right, do this, do that, such as a lot more prayer, fasting, working out, taking care of my temple, counseling, because they're a spiritual, this is spiritual warfare. We're in spiritual warfare right now. And when you lay down with a woman, you're having a soul tie with them, and you're actually connecting with that person. Before I actually had to court my wife, I had to get rid of those soul ties. So from fasting to working out, watching the content that I listen to, I watch, even the private conversations with people, even if it's going left, stop. I'm not about that. We could talk about something else, but just not that. And just protecting my soul, because this is a vessel. What's inside is my spirit, so I had to protect it. So when I came to my wife, she knew when she looked in my eyes, she knew it was real. And when I told her, I said, I don't want no girlfriend, I want a wife. And she was like, okay.
Wow.
And she understood
how soon was this after meeting her?
Well, I already knew my wife. I knew her years ago.
Oh, so you met her in the
I
past.
knew her years ago, and I already knew
reunited.
her. Right, and she called me out of the blue.
Oh. Oh.
Because her number was disconnected, but I was still calling it.
So that's God answering that prayer.
Yeah.
She called you.
She called me.
After how many years?
Oh man, like 7.5 years.
Oof. Yeah,
And
that's
then-
a gift from
and
God.
we, and we
man.
hooked up and
That's a gift from God.
we met back up in 2014 of March. 2014 August 9th,
Yeah.
I had proposed.
Nice.
And then 1 year and 2 months later, we got married.
Hey, man.
So we got married. So we proposed 8-9, got married 10-11. Numbers are progressive. Anniversary's coming up. You know, we've been married for 5 years, 11 months, and
Hey,
23
man.
days.
Congratulations, my
Thank
brother.
you,
Hey,
thank
we're
you.
going to touch on that a little bit more with RJ. I am Mel, a.k.a. Head Attire, out here in the city of Ontario with the man himself, Mr. RJ Polo. We are back here at the Meet You Where You Are podcast platform. I am your host, Mel, a.k.a. Head Attire, here with no other than Mr. RJ Ryan Johnson, a.k.a. Polo. What's going on, family?
Man, I'm great, brother. Just
Yeah.
enjoying the day, enjoying the sun.
I can see that
Man.
life is good, man.
Yeah, I'm
you
enjoying it.
wear life is good on your face, man.
Yeah, thank
Like,
you. Thank you.
You riding
Thank
through
you.
the city with the top down. I mean,
Yeah.
Fedora just blessing the community on social media with just good vibes, saying, "Have a blessed Sunday," just cause.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's the energy you exert, man. And
Yes.
that's what's up. It's being received,
Yes.
which brought me to you, because I want to tap into this good energy, man. It seems like I've known you for some time. Not following too closely, but close enough to kind of see what's going on with you.
Right.
You always represented like the hard-working guy, you know, do what you got to do, get it, a few streams of income.
Yes.
Recently, you just went on to full-time entrepreneurship, man. What made you transition out of corporate America into full-time entrepreneurship?
Well, I've always been a man that believed in having multiple streams of income, as well as having a day job. Because when we're growing up and we go to preschool,
Right,
kindergarten,
right.
it's already trained that we have to get up in the morning, go to school, be told when to go to break, sit back down, raise your hand to speak, go to lunch. You have a certain time, go back, go outside and go run. Now come back, now go home. And that sets you up for corporate America to do that exact same
100%.
schedule.
100%.
But what they didn't know is throughout that entire time, for me being a baby, a kid, I would climb the tree and grab some avocados. It was just something natural. I'd run up, go grab some avocados, sit on the corner and sell them. And people would pull up and buy them.
What age was this?
I was like 7.
So you were born into this.
Then
years
I started getting, then I would get my allowance and I would go down to the Smart and Final, buy a box of candy. And I have 2 bags, one for my books and the other one for my candy. And I would sell candy. I started selling so much candy, I started employing people. I employed people at the school and say, look, you don't have no lunch money, sell this box of candy, I'll pay for your lunch today. If you sell out fast enough, I'll give you a bonus.
Wow.
And I'll make my profit and I'll do that. But they ended up trying to expel me from school because I was selling more candy than the student store, right?
Wow.
They weren't trying to teach me how to be an entrepreneur. They wanted me to stand in line. And I didn't really appreciate that, so I found other ways on making money legally. But
Never illegally.
Never illegally.
Never sold drugs.
Never.
Never went to jail.
Never. I was falsely accused
Never
of
got into a
something.
fight.
Yeah, I got into a fight before.
You had to, because man, when we grew up, what they don't know is that you came up in not rough upbringing, but you went to a rough school environment.
It wasn't
man.
rough. Look,
Pomona was bad back then.
it wasn't bad to me.
It was pretty active, man.
It was
because
not.
it's all you knew, right?
Yeah, it was all I knew. I mean,
You were there when your best friend got shot.
Yeah.
They were shooting in the car you were in.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
To me, it was normal.
Yeah, it's normal. It's normal to us, but
It's normal.
when
to
you
me,
look back
right.
at it, it's
looking
like,
back,
yo,
it's
they
not
were-
normal. Right,
you about
right,
to
right.
kill us.
Yeah, they was trying to kill us.
You know, but you say it's so casual. Yeah, man, they was just trying to kill us. It wasn't nothing, but that's what it was, because it was
Right.
so normalized to us back then.
Right.
But for you to make it out and be the man that you become, man, this is honorable, man, and that story needs to be told. It needs to be told.
So when to draw back to like the entrepreneurship, right?
Right.
And I used to go to this club called Club Metro, and my father was telling me that I had too many
People know
people,
about it.
like too many people were calling to cut the house. There's a bunch of girls. He said, son, like you have too many girls calling the house. It's not bad, but you got to collect $10 from them every week now, and this is how you're gonna do it. You got your Samoan friends, Big Dave. Shouts out to Big Dave, the Unwana Lele family.
Oh yeah.
We got DJ Itchy, and all my other brothers, my friends. It's like, look, the only guys that's getting in are your close friends. And you remember, we don't have too many friends.
This what year is this?
This is 1994, right before he died. And he gave me the blueprint on running a club. But he was like, look, don't ever have no parties at the house. You know, you don't invite people here. Do it somewhere else.
Okay.
So we went ahead and rented a house somewhere, and the entire Inland Empire showed up.
Wow.
You know.
And that's how it started.
And that's how it started in 1994.
I got another question. You also a performer. You're a performer. You're a different kind of promoter.
Yeah.
Like you like the first, like the P Diddy of the IE type of thing. You know what I mean? Like this man will sell you some club tickets, a VIP, and come give your girl a lap dance.
Oh, come on, man! Don't take that.
This is before, man. This is 1994. This is 94.
Edit that.
And your shirt was off and everything. Come on, we're gonna take it back. We're gonna take it all the way back.
That's true.
This is before. This is when you was married to the streets.
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna keep it real brief. But I'm gonna tell you a story.
We're gonna keep it 100. You know?
So I had a male exotic review.
Really?
Yeah, I had a male exotic review, and I was one of the dancers. And what I did was I had all my security guards. It was ripped. They was ripped, and I had them all go get costumes, and I put them in the show. And all the security guards and dancers, we had like 300 women in there. It was 18 and over, but some of the women were under 18 because I was fresh. I was like fresh out of high school. Wow. So my market was young people.
Right.
And there was all these girls, grown women, even some of the deacons' wives were in there in the church, up there throwing dollars.
Not the deacon's wife.
Yes.
Man.
And then afterward, the guys had to wipe all the oil off, go, put their security uniforms back on because they had like another 300 men outside waiting for the women inside, and then crack the club. And I was doing this, and then the police found out, and it was in Pomona on the north side. And they were like, if anybody's in here under the age of 21 has to leave. I was like, I closed that cash box. All right, y'all meet me down the street at Diddy so I can pay y'all, you know.
So this dancing thing just came about that way? Like, whose idea was it for you to start performing? Because not only do you dance, you're a real singer.
Yeah.
Like, you really do sing. People don't know that you really sing.
Yeah.
You sing, you dance, you do all of that for your guests when they show up.
Yeah.
Why was this implemented at such a young age? You still carry it to this day, right? Just this last week you did this, right?
I literally sang pretty much all night until Ashanti got there. I'll just sing over the songs.
Last week.
Yeah, last week. Yeah,
right.
Last week. And make sure that people have that experience to be able to sing the song. And one thing that I do pride myself on playing the music that doesn't have any cuss words in it. So I'm not planting those secret seeds in your spirit that carries you on throughout the week. I want you to feel good vibes only. That's what I call it, good vibes only. You know what I'm saying? So, but one thing about entrepreneurship, and I pride myself over, is learning new skill sets to be able to pay yourself at dividends that these employers won't. Where you can take your hourly wage and make that in 2 minutes. And I was able to learn the skill set, and by me doing that, I spread the knowledge and teach people like, hey, did you know that this is possible? And if you don't believe me, I'll show you, and have the documentation to back it up. Where people can literally pay their mortgage payment.
Right. And this is through,
in a couple minutes.
And this is through what source of income?
This is through Forex, foreign exchange.
Foreign exchange.
And just grow your financial portfolio. To where we don't have to worry about what age we're going to retire.
Right. You want to talk about what foreign exchange and the company that you're affiliated with?
Investing Made Easy is the company that I'm affiliated with, and what we do is we take currency pairs. Okay. Let me back up. There's a few platforms that we do use. One is binary options. That's money in minutes. So if you have an hourly wage, let's say $20 an hour, I can show you how to make that in 2 minutes.
Right.
I used to do 1 minute, but my success rate is higher in 2 minutes.
So you can make $20 an hour every 2 minutes.
You can make $20 every 2 minutes.
$20 every 2 minutes.
Yes. You can make.
Most people are making $20 in an hour.
Absolutely. You can make $200.
Who wouldn't want to hear that?
You can make $200 every 2 minutes. You know, and then once you build your account, you can make $2,000 every 2 minutes.
And this is what you do.
Yes.
Full time.
Yes.
All right, so give these guys a game on how they can tap in with you with that, because I'm sure there's a lot of people interested. We're still in pandemic times. People are not really getting money like that. Some people are, some people aren't.
Right.
How can they get with you about this?
Well, what you can do is you can email me at rjpoloman
rjpoloman
at gmail.com.
at gmail. Okay. Social media?
Social media, you can Google me, RJ Poloman.
Okay.
That's my tag on Twitter, Snapchat,
Everything.
TikTok,
Okay.
Facebook, Instagram, everything. RJ Poloman, it's the brand.
Okay.
Hashtag or @ symbol. There's also another platform, which is Indices, which is very interesting. Every day we're on the news, we're listening to stocks, weather, sports. During the stock segment, there's somebody sitting back in the cabin smoking a cigar, smiling.
Mm-hmm.
This is why.
Mm.
This is a very strong trade. The Dow Jones is the U.S. 30. It's the top 30 companies in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, today, the price is going down, which is great because I can tap into the market and get money today because I've been watching the news, right?
Mm-hmm.
So every point, you can put $1 with that and make money. We only just want to do 40 points a day. We call them pips, percentage in points. 40 points, put $1 with it. $1 times 40 is what? $40.
$40.
$10 times 40 is what? $400. Put $20 with it, how much is that? $800 a day.
And this is money in your sleep.
Money in your sleep, wake up in your phone, average about, no financial claims, but you can make a very serious income. There's guys in the group that are hitting for $4,000 a day, $2,000 a day.
Look, y'all hear that?
Certain things that some people have to work an entire month for.
Right.
And you're making this in a day, and you can literally live 6 Saturdays and 1 Sundays a week.
See that? Y'all hear the man. If y'all serious about y'all finances, man, tap in with the man, no other than RJ Poloman himself. He has the key to success and financial freedom for those in need, and I'm sure people who couldn't use another $440 a night, $400 a night, $4,000 a night, however you build your portfolio. So look, RJ, I appreciate your time.
No problem, man. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, and this is what this is about, man. Spreading out awareness, networking, and knowledge is power, man. We checking out of here, man. I am Mel, aka Head Attire.
Yes.
With no other than RJ Polo.
Thank you.
Tap in, y'all. We out.